'Twas the night before Cthmas, and all through the abyss not a creature was stirring, not even a man-fish. The stockings were hung by the altars with care, in hopes that Cthulhu soon would be there. The cultists were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of tentacles danced in their heads, and Mamma in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long eldritch nap, when out of the waves there arose such a splatter. I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the porthole I flew like a flash, still blinking and blurry from the old sour mash. What is this, I do beseech, heading towards me and my snow-covered beach? When what to my wondering eyes tried to follow but a sleigh full of horrors, pulled by 8 hounds of Tindallows, with a writhing old driver, so ghastly and grim, I knew in a moment it must be him. More rapid than by a keys his coursers they came, and he whistled and shrieked and called them by name. But it was in Aklo, so I have no idea what the futogan he was saying. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the spires the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of nightmares and Cthulhu too. Up on the roof, I listened in awe, the slithering and squelching of each slithy paw. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney Cthulhu came with a bound. He was covered in scales from his head to his foot, and his tentacles were all tarnished with soot. A bundle of souls he had flung on his back, and he looked like a nightmare, just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, all 6, how scary. His mouth was like a vortex, his tentacles slimy and hairy, his droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the madness encircled his head like a halo. The stump of a soul he held tight in his teeth, and the terror encircled his head like a wraith. He had a broad face and a bulbous round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowlful of jelly. He was grotesque and horrifying, a monstrous old elf, and I screamed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eyes and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had everything to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying a tentacle aside of his face and giving a nod, he vanished in space. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Merry madness to all, and to all a good fright." Happy holidays from the First United Church of Cthulhu, the only real and legally registered religion dedicated to the dark gods of the Cthulhu mythos.